Hello friends, my name is Dr. Saurabh Shao and I am taking this particular course control system. So basically, if we talk about a control system, so name itself implies it start with the word control, and we have over here what a system. So system is nothing but a interconnection of several number of components in a specific way to perform some specific task. Okay, so control system is basically associated with the term. So the control is nothing but a regulation. So we need to design a system, okay, which is regulated or which is controlled when we get some output from that particular system. So this is one of the very important subject for your academics as well as your competitive examinations. So because this particular subject carries huge weightage in competition examination, which is a gate. Okay. So if we take a look into a syllabus of this particular subject, now you can see overall the complete syllabus is divided into 5 modules. Okay, and in all the 5 modules, you are going to learn different tools and techniques for the analysis of a system. So in module 1, as you can see, we start with a transfer function. Okay, so TF represents nothing but a transfer function. Okay, so we try to understand what is the significance of transfer function. Then next topic is block diagram. So suppose if we have one system and that particular complex system we want to represent into some understandable format, so we use this particular technique which is called as block diagram. We represent any complex system in a block diagram format, and then we try to find a transfer function for that particular system. So the benefit of a representation of block diagram is that we can easily find a transfer function so that we can provide a input and analyze the output corresponding to that particular system. Okay, and then at the end we have one important topic over here, which is what a signal flow graph. So again, when we talk about a system and that particular system we represent with the help of block diagram, and the purpose of representation of block diagram is to find a transfer function. But sometimes it is very much difficult to find a transfer function if we have a very complex system. Okay, so uh, to find the transfer function for a complex system, we have one technique over here which is nothing but a signal flow graph, and in that particular technique we learn about a specific formula which is a Mason's-Game formula, through which we can easily find a transfer function for any complex system. Okay, so this is all about a module 1 which we're going to learn in control system. Then in module 2, as you can see over here, it is representing TDA, which is nothing but a time domain analysis. Okay, this is a time domain analysis. So in time domain analysis we have a two division. First one is a transient, then a steady state analysis. So before we go forward, let me tell you about a transient and steady state thing. Okay, so suppose if we have one system which I represented with the help of this particular block. Okay, so this particular block is just a simplified version of any system, and in that particular system, suppose if I provide some input and we get some output. So at the instant when we apply input to this particular system, the process of the system actuates and it is now acted on an input and provide an output. So the time it take to a steady output, we called it as a transient. So at the instant when we apply an input and the time it takes to a steady state, we called as what a transient time. Okay, for an instance, suppose we have the output representing in this form. Okay, suppose we have an output which is a representing in this particular form. So now you can see after this particular time instant we get what, almost a constant output. Okay, so we can consider the instant At time t equals to 0, we have applied the input, and it takes this much time. So it takes this much time. So to make our output reach to a steady state. Okay, so this particular time is nothing but a transient time, and the response we get from the output, okay, at that particular instant is known as what? A transient analysis. Okay. So we have got a transient analysis. And again, when we reach to a steady state and when we reach to a steady output, we have an analysis which we called as what? A steady state analysis. So in chapter 2, we learn about the several things for the analyzing these particular instant of a response. And next, so in module 3, we learn about the stability techniques, okay, in which we learn about the specific methods. First one is a Routh-Hurwitz criteria. Next, we learn about the root locus technique. Then we have a Bode plot, and then we learn about the Nyquist plot. Okay, so all these techniques we learn to understand the stability criteria. Okay, next we in module 4 we learn about a compensator and controller. So specifically we deal with a PID, PI and PD type of controller and various parameters associated with those particular parameters. Okay, and how do we implement these particular controllers in any system so that we get a desired output. Then in a module 5 we learn about the state space analysis. So in all the four modules, in the all four previous modules, we use a transfer function, okay, for a analysis portion. And in the transfer function, one condition is required, that the initial condition should be 0. But what if we have some initial condition associated with the system? Suppose if we have one system and that particular system is not at a rest. Initial condition 0 means that the system initially is at rest, and then we try to analyze that particular system. But what if the system is not in a rest? When system is not in rest, then for the analysis of those particular type of system, we require a state space analysis. Okay, we require state space analysis. Okay, over here the transfer function technique would not work. Okay, so these particular 5 modules we are going to learn in this particular course. Now next we have these particular reference book which are available for a control system. So the one it is representing over here, which is a Nagarath and Gopal, for a control system book, it is one of the very good book, and I am also referring it. Next we have a what? Automatic control system and modern control system. This one is by BCQO and the Ogata. These two books are very informative, and you get a very elaborative discussion on all the topic in these two books. Okay, apart from that, one more book is the control system principle and design by M Gopal. Okay, so these two are Indian authors, and if you want to learn in detail, then you can refer the Q and Ogata book.